Welcome back to Yildiz Readings 5D. Grab a cuppa, sit back and relax. All the information for bookings is at the end of this video. Hi beautiful Gemini, welcome back. We are here to do your romance house as well as the collective energy for what is coming up for your zodiac sign for the month of February. Now we also have additional reads which is connected into the twin flame path as well as energy updates. So if you want to come and see those, click the bell and I'll see you on the other side. Now yes, I will admit that for your zodiac sign you're probably really fed up. You're like, when is it going to get better, Yildiz? Is it going to get any better? Now I am saying both from your cards and from my psychic downloads is that yes, it is. You still may find in the first week, 2 weeks, it feels almost like, you know, the dust has settled. You know, a lot of the reflection can come up from the past. You're very intent on moving forward. Some of you really from an emotional point of view may feel really fatigued. You are Mercury in nature, so to speak, and we did have Mercury retrograde. It's moving direct of the 4th. So in a reflective sense, you can feel quite fatigued, quite fed up. Is it going to get better? You know, just be really patient with yourself. This Mercury energy is moving forward. The way the cards come through, it is very much like it's facing forward. Can we not go forward, please? You're feeling quite restricted to a degree. I do feel you know, some of you could be psychologically trying to walk away from a situation, not wanting to face a wound, and it can be coming up again. But it is going to be temporary. So your cards are really showing, you know, since we had the eclipses last year, it has been popping off for you. And we did have your zodiac sign in the North Node. So yes, the subject matter this year is going to be different. And definitely, you know, it's almost like you've had to take a breath. You've had to take a breath through that. You've had to take a little bit of a breather. And through this Mercury transit, you can feel still a little bit run down. So, you know, if you'd felt in the wellness sector of things, you were feeling quite fatigued, it is going to ease up. Now we're going to move straight into first singles, couples, then those of you who are on the fence inside of a connection or a decision, and then into the channel messages in other areas of your life so that you can know how to navigate this month. Now, the first thing I'm seeing is, you know, really by the time we do reach mid-month, especially for your zodiac sign, it's going to look extremely different. I do feel for your zodiac sign, at the moment, you could have a situation, be it you're single, coupled, or in between. It's like, you know, you're thinking, but you're not speaking. You're trying to be very cautious because I do feel in your throat chakra sense, you're a bit nervous and feeling you may tell somebody exactly how you feel. Now, I do feel from the cards, what is shown to me is, you know, what you're looking for in love for those of you that are single is a loving, gentle energy. But you're a very strong energy. And, you know, this is what you're needing. Somebody to match you. Somebody who's going to match your vibration. Some of you can even be thinking about a person who you were very genuinely connected in with, where they were very loving and kind and caring. And I do feel, again, during this time, we can have a lot of blasts from the past coming back. Now, if there was conflict between you and this individual, you know, previously, I do feel this is going to dissipate, and I do feel it can be coming up for a bit of resolve. I also feel that, you know, in the past, if, again, you know, both of you were trying to keep at bay, away from each other, again, I feel that frequency is going to be revisited. In a sense, this is a brand new beginning, but, you know, over the last 2 years, your zodiac sign has gone through a lot. So subconsciously, you could potentially be feeling, oh my gosh, you know, are we revisiting this? Is this happening again? Is this always going to be the storyline of my life? It is a brand new beginning. So it's not going to be the same, but it psychologically could feel such. I do feel the way you relate to your connections has directly changed, but at this point you may feel that you're revisiting some of those frequencies. Some of those situations could be coming back up again. Please try and not tell yourself that your heart's cursed. Your heart's not cursed, Gem. You do have luck on your side. We're like a channel, okay? And during Mercury retrograde, moving into direct, I think you're realigning your thought process. So it'll be a really good time to upgrade your aura. It'll be a real good time to create those healthy boundaries. But I do really see a lot of you are trying to get into balance. A lot of you are feeling you'd be willing to sacrifice things inside of connections, but the same goes both sides. I do feel if this didn't have its best opportunity to succeed, that's kind of broken your heart to a degree. But I do feel, again, it's coming back to actually be addressed. And I do feel it's almost like whatever has hurt you, whatever you felt was quite cutting, I do feel there could be an apology for some of you on the way. And I also feel some of you are going to be quite focused on your career sector and not really wanting to have drama in your life. You'll be willing to deal with people where you stand in the month of February. But the first 2 weeks, I would say it could be a little bit raw still. So just go into it quite easily. I also feel some of you are thinking about, where is this going? Are we going the distance? Some of you could have this frequency that you're wanting to shake it off and actually, bust out, really go to a point where you're tapping into your spirituality, doing something that's very adventurous. So you could be a little bit more adventurous in the month of February. Some of you could be going on a holiday. And directly, if you feel you can't, this could be a plan of action that you're taking in the month of February and tuning into it. It is a time where if you are having offers come in, it's to be fluid and flexible during the month of February. And it's more a spontaneous kind of, I don't know why I heard spontaneous combustion. It's spontaneity that is going to bring the chemistry back into life. It's being more flexible and fluid during that transit. So it's better in a sense to be able to make a decision at the spur of the moment. That kind of in the first 2 to 3 weeks will work better than if we become super strict and it's like we're locking it in. Okay, that's what's going to happen, and then getting quite upset if it doesn't go according to plan. Some of you, again, you do need to clear your heart chakra. The heart chakra almost sends a signal to the universe of no, and I feel if you can clear that and you can be open, it is very Chiron, because it's in between what I'm seeing coming through for your zodiac sign. For those of you that are single, it's the heart chakra, but it's the throat chakra, so it's in between. There could be a little bit of a blockage coming up. I do feel, your self-worth, I do feel in the next few weeks, you guys are going to change your look. I feel you're going to be moving to your destiny. I feel your self-esteem and value is growing. But you're really looking at your purpose, and you know who this person is, but you want to see the honesty and earnesty. Now, those of you that are couple, I do feel you're... some of you may have experienced headaches, and this can be on both sides, singles and couples, but I do feel for those of you in a coupledom, I do feel there is a time and a place to take a critical eye on a situation. I do feel if you guys were trying to mull over a circumstance, there might have been confusion, there might have been cross wires. I also feel both parties do have the correct kind of perspective, but it's just not getting transmuted correctly. There could be something surrounding your partner going on at the moment. I also feel when it does come to their finances, if it has been a little bit iffy, I do feel that they're going to be more open. They're going to be more traditional and open, and they can be more giving. I do feel this has been a little bit of a battle. It might have affected the home foundation. They may have had to have been there for you a little bit more than you were able to be there for them in this last few months, and that may have been due to health. Things directly on both sides of the fence are going to be balancing out. Some of you, again, may have felt, oh my gosh, is this ever going to pan out? Is everything going to be okay? I do feel you're moving through the worst of it. So I do feel you're actually coming out of it at this point. But try not to get too frustrated. Try to be super patient. I'm also seeing a piece of paperwork that's quite crucial. Make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. That's what I'm hearing. There can be a project or a decision that both of you are going to make. And this can be to do with your fortune moving forward, your plans moving forward. And I feel little sacrifices are actually going to reap rewards. So if you were penny pinching before, I do see income flowing in. I also feel for many of you, some of you may be really wanting to purchase a vehicle, and you're actually quite better to wait till the end of the month. If you can wait for that, it's probably better. But I also do see some of you may need to actually replace physical goods inside the house, which is causing concern. I'm also hearing fertility. Be careful with fertility. You know, if you're not wanting or ready to, be careful. Okay, that's what I'm saying. What else is coming through? There might have been a circumstance surrounding you of a person passing. You know, and this is more foundational in a sense. I feel there's a gift coming. I feel there could be a message from this individual from the other side that is trying to give you this message. This directly could be an old situation. It may be a anniversary of that time frame. It could be a memory of this person. But to some degree, I feel, you know, this is, yes, honor the integrity of who these people were, who the person was. But also know that your future is not completely set in stone yet, but it's a new future. And so that can be causing some angst because life feels very different. The people you're surrounding yourself with are very different now. Some of you directly are feeling, you know, are you living in the right location? I feel if you were going to move, I feel it will be, you know, mid-month it can come up. But again, there can be some confusion surrounding home at the moment. Now, that can be that somebody's moving in, somebody's moving out. But again, I do feel it's going to be quite a temporary frequency. If it's been coming and going and it's been quite imbalanced, especially over the last 18 months, I do feel that's dissipating and that's going to start calming down. So that should smooth out. Okay, those of you on the fence, I really feel that I'm hearing that there can be another energy. There can be another energy involved in the circumstance. It may be that what you're looking for isn't completely what you got. I do feel you could be extremely giving inside this connection, and maybe that has been the problem. I also feel if there's been disputes and conflict, you have had a gutful. You're really and truly ready for a new beginning, but you kind of feel, you're feeling that if you address this, you have to be very careful. Some of you are concerned about that financial attribute of things. And again, if you're selling a home or you're doing that cutting of it, it's better not to go into any major dispute during the Mercury retrograde, but you can find that you can have that flow on momentum. I do feel some gossip's going to be coming to you. But I also feel your foundation is, please do trust the process, because whatever this new beginning is going to be, it is going to feel so much lighter and more wonderful. But it's got to be something that you're comfortable with. But automatically, I do see a brand new beginning. This could be something that you're ushering in. But I do directly feel as though this foundation of things, you know, it's coming to terms with things, really being gentle on yourself. Trying to not tell yourself that, you know, you're never going to get success. I do feel you are. But some of you, whatever is kind of being removed, it is for a direct reason, but it is opening doors for you. So please do trust that process. Now, those of you in other areas of your life, number one, yes, the last 18 months have been hectic. This year, what you're going to be getting is a very different subject matter. But I do feel a lot is going to be to do with, look, it's almost like what you value is going to shift. What you value is going to shift. How you see things is going to be shifting. But it's also, you're not going to let things really grate on your nerves the way you used to. You do need to be careful throughout the year, really, to look after your well-being. This could be a great time if you felt that you haven't cleared those energies. They're no longer going to define you, especially when it comes to love. So if you felt you were getting headaches, you may be experiencing panic attacks and things to that degree, finding healthy ways to deal with that circumstance is going to be key. But I do see a lot of you can have some really wonderful ideas to do with budget, money, how you see yourself. And I feel if something was hidden from you to do with finances, it's going to come to the forefront. But I also feel you're not letting the past really define you. So I do think that a lot of those great ideas that you guys do have, you're going to actually bring them to fruition. But don't keep them in your head. Actually start taking direct steps to make them happen, because I do see them to be quite successful. Launch dates I do feel are better for mid-month, more towards the 27th. But very separately moving into the month of March, both for purchasing of electrical goods as well as, you know, if you were wanting to do anything work related, I do feel that's going to flow through a lot better. I do feel at the moment people can actually misunderstand you. You guys are great communicators, but because of the transits, I do feel it could cause some angst. Try and become, and I feel you just can't be bothered. I honestly feel you can't be bothered. If somebody's misinterpreting what you're saying, I just don't feel this month, Gem, you're going to mince your words. A lot of these things, though, are going to be deeply, like, you know, they're really going to hone in on you where you're going. They're really going to show you that, you know, you've changed so much. You just can't stay small no more. You're really wanting to move beyond the wound, beyond the drama. I do feel your career sector is really going to blow up. I feel at the moment, if you're tuning into what it's going to be, how it's going to be, how you're going to do those things, I feel it's as we move into the month of February, you're going to have that logic there. Try and stay fluid throughout the month, but I feel ultimately you can find that you can have that large momentum. Be very selective and know that what you're doing, you know, whatever you do, be mindful. Surround yourself with energies that you feel conducive with your tribe, okay? So if you feel you don't resonate with your career, this can be one of those years that we do find ultimate ways to generate revenue. And I do feel you're going to have the gift of the gab this year. I feel you're going to have a lot more success than you have had in previous years, and it's going to be quite large. I'm also seeing anything to do with psychology, healing, psychic energy, channeled messages for your zodiac. I also see your philosophy. This could be, yeah, this could be philosophy coming through in you. Whatever skills you're bringing to the table, it's actually going to help the momentum of it grow. So I do feel ultimately you have to have a spiritual connection to it. I feel you really have to resonate with what you're doing, because 2022 being a white tiger year, it's hard work. It's hard work. It's maybe juggling two things at once, but it's definitely, you know, the whole theory of if you put the energy into it, you can really have some great wins this year. Now, in your health, I do feel your health and your wellness is going to be a little bit tedious. Some of you might be spending a little bit of time at home having some confusing situations. But I also feel, you know, if you were unhappy with your look, your diet, your health, I feel as we move into the second week of February, I feel many of you will be addressing those areas. Now, money also you can find can start flowing. As we move into this month, there can be some delays and added expenses, especially surrounding home. Caution with driving at the moment, Gemini. Especially due to the transits. Pay attention to the road and concentration, and take time for self. I will love you and leave you, and I'll see you throughout the month. If you do want to come and join us for your mini updates, come through and join us for the lives, twin flame and more. I'll see you soon. If you haven't clicked the bell and subscribed, I'd love to see you. Come date me, as I say, on YouTube. And for 2022, we have a lot more new content. Romance reads, twin flame updates. Yes, we have the Members Hub online, so come through and join us. And giveaways. Very separately, 2 channels being launched, as well as the Membership Hub on my website. So please click the bell. I'll see you soon, and come and join us for the lives and the super chats. Any questions, DM me.